Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday morning with yours truly. This is the State of the Saints podcast where we talk New Orleans Saints. And on this edition, we're going to be breaking down the Saints Week 8 matchup versus the Chicago Bears. And the Saints head to Soldier Field for the second year in a row. But this time, they are going into some very rough weather, man. As of right now, it's about 36 degrees in Chicago, and the forecast is calling for some snow flurries. So we might actually have a snow game that involves the New Orleans Saints. And you know that old saying, dome teams don't travel well in inclement weather. They don't play good. We've heard all these different narratives, man. But the Saints have some issues, man. They definitely have some issues. They go out once again. They don't have Emmanuel Sanders. They don't have Michael Thomas. And this time they don't have Marquez Callaway, a guy who led the team in receptions and yards last week versus in last week's game. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it, the Saints are really behind the eight ball in this game, and they go up against a Chicago Bears team that has a really good defense, and they also have a really good record at 5-2. So this is going to be a tough game for the black and gold. The Chicago Bears are a really good football team. I don't buy into what the media is saying about this team. You know, I'm not buying into it. Last week, the Saints versus the Carolina Panthers, they got the job done in the absence of some of these key players. But this time they're going up against a team with a very stingy defense that's ranked number 1 in red zone defense. And you have players like Khalil Mack and Eddie Jackson, guys who were on the injury list, look like they're going to be playing in this game. And also Allen Robinson, who was in concussion protocol, looks like he's going to be a part of this game as well. But the New Orleans Saints, this is going to be one of those games where, in my opinion, they're going to have to control the time of possession. They're going to have to control the time of possession, and that caused by running the football. There's going to be a very windy day out there in Chicago. The wind is going to be swirling. So this is going to cause for the Saints to actually bring their ground attack. And I think the ground attack is one of the most underrated, underappreciated things from the Saints offense. They have a really good running game. The backfield features Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray. Last year, Latavius Murray went up to Chicago and put up 109 yards on the Chicago Bears. Okay, and now you have Alvin Kamara, who I feel like is a very good running back. He can run in between the tackles as well. And I think that the Chicago Bears last week, they had some issues stopping the Rams and running the ball. So the Saints are going to be looking at that film, and they're going to be trying to try to take advantage of that limitation by the Chicago Bears. But the Bears are a really good football team once again, man. Nick Foles is their quarterback. And like I said, the issues between he and Matt Nagy have been very alarming. The media is trying to amplify that. But what Nick Foles does well is one of the Saints things that the Saints struggle, and that is his ability to throw the ball down the field, his ability to get that ball deep. And we all know when the Saints have to play the ball deep, that plays into the hands of the opposition, because the Saints have shown us that they can't stop anybody, especially when we're talking about the deep pass. It's going to be a big play or it's going to be pass interference. And this is one of those games where the Saints defensive secondary, they're going to have to be disciplined in this game. They can't give up too many big plays, man, because the Chicago Bears have a defense that can get Drew Brees off the field. I mean, a lot of 3-and-outs can be taking place in this game. So the Saints are going to have to run the football, control the time of possession, and this is going to be one of those games where the secondary is going to have to get it right. Not what we've been seeing week after week, one big play after a big play over and over again, guys moving the chains, guys extending plays, guys, getting beat down the field. This is going to be a recipe for failure, and the Saints are going to lose this game if they cannot stop Nick Foles from throwing the ball down the field, which he does really, really well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up the comments to you all. And what I'm going to do is also I'll take a few calls. I'm going to take a few calls, and I want to know what you all think about the Saints and what is your prediction for this game on today. So right now, I put the link inside the comments. We're going to be taking some calls in just a few minutes. But right now, I'm going to read some of your comments involving the game. Keen Arthur says, TJ, who are our starting wide receivers today? Well, Keen Arthur, our starting wide receivers are going to be Traquan Smith. It's going to be Deontay Harris. It's going to be Austin Carr, Juwan Johnson. Those are the guys that are going to be a part of this wide receiver corps today. This is going to be one of those games where it's probably going to be wide receiver by committee. I think they did a good job last week. And it also helps the Saints, Who Dat Nation. I think people need to understand that because teams don't know who to zero in on. I mean, you could go and roll the coverage over there to Traquan Smith, but I mean, that means Deontay Harris can eat, or Juwan Johnson can eat, or Jared Cook is going to eat. You got to be able to, know who to zero in on. And right now, teams don't know how to focus on those guys. Hey, what's going on?
What up, PJ?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. It's been a while. What you been up to?
Man, just been working, man, and and that's about it, man. So how you doing, man? And how you think about what do you think about this game on today?
For today, we need to stay on the ground statistically.
Mm-hmm. Right.
If we don't run the ball and keep time of possession, like you said,
right,
we're not going to win this game.
Right. Yeah.
Statistically.
I definitely feel that way. Like I said, it's going to be a cold game. It's calling for a possibility of snow in this game. So the Saints are definitely going to have to run the football. So defensively, what do you think about the Saints defense? What are you expecting them to do today? Something they probably haven't been doing throughout the season. What are your expectations for the defense, man?
They better stop the pass. If they don't stop the pass like we haven't been doing, we're not going to win.
Yeah, no doubt about that, man. You got a prediction score for me?
It's Ramsey, by the way, but
yeah,
I would say 24-23, hopefully.
Okay, 24-23. So you got a close game. Okay, nothing wrong with that.
Because the good defense that Chicago has, it's going to possibly stop Drew Brees from doing what he normally does.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's a good score, 24-23. So you got the Saints winning the game?
Yes, hopefully.
Okay. Sounds good to me, Ramsey. Thank you so much, my friend. Call back anytime.
All right, you too, TJ.
All right, take care. And shouts out to my guy Ramsey, man. I thought that was him, man, but it don't have his name at the bottom, man. Gabriel, what's going on?
What's going on with you, bro?
Hey, man, I'm doing fine, man. What you think about this game today?
I think it's gonna be a pretty good game, man. Like I said, I think like you always say, I don't think we need to put the ball in Drew Brees' hand too much. We just need to keep it balanced, keep a nice little run game going, and use Latavius Murray a whole lot,
right.
And little screen plays to catch them, keep the pass rush off guard and stuff like that. And every now and then add a little play action, And
what do you think about the defense? What do you think the defense needs to do today against Chicago?
Hopefully, man, like you said, I hope they've been discussing that. That's the main focus is our defense. Like in practice, the main thing they should be focused on in practice is defense, because obviously our offense putting up 30 points a game, and I can imagine in practice they're working on defense harder than anything. Like they gotta be. That's what I'd be doing. As a coach, we really need help for the defensive end go. Like we got to do something about that. I feel like if we could be like a top 5 defense, we can go real far, man. Because our offense ain't the issue. We got their weapons in the wide receiver core. We dangerous on offense. We just need a top 5 defense, and we good, man. We can make a run to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So what about the predictions, Cole? What you got as a prediction today, Gabriel?
The score?
Yeah.
I'm hoping we win. I'd say probably about 31-27.
Okay. I mean, that's a pretty good score, man. 31-27. So do you think that this is going to be a Drew Brees game? Or do you think this is going to be like one of those games where Sean Payton is going to be kind of stubborn? He's going to force Drew Brees to make it happen instead of the running game.
Man, I can tell you this much. The last time we want TJ is to be a Drew Brees game, because as we know, Chicago got a mean pass rush with Khalil Mack and them other guys, and I don't think they're gonna work out too well for us. If it be a Drew Brees game, I think we receive a loss today. This need to be Sean Payton to lean more to run. I know he don't know nothing about that, but he really need to not be stubborn and run the ball a whole lot today. Like, seriously. We have a good chance to win then, play solid defense, and we got to play at the Bears level. We can't go out throwing Drew Brees, stepping back 40 times with Drew Brees. I don't think we're going to win like that.
But, yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that, man. But I appreciate the phone call, man. Call back anytime, my friend.
All right. Appreciate you.
All right. Take care. Yeah, man. Shouts out to Gabriel, man. I think something that we got to pay attention to, too, Who That Nation, is the fact that this probably not going to be one of those games where the screen game is going to reign supreme. I noticed, and I don't know if you noticed or not, but the Saints, they struggle when they go up against athletic linebackers. The way that Alvin Kamara plays, him catching the ball out the backfield, if a team has an athletic linebacker that can play sideline to sidelines, that has a little speed, it's hard for the Saints to be able to get that screen game going. And when you look at somebody like, Roquan Smith, I don't know if Danny Trevathan, I don't know if he's still playing or not, but people like that, the guys that can run sideline to sidelines, extremely athletic linebackers, it always gives Alvin Kamara fits, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this kind of plays into the hands of the Chicago Bears, and that's one of the reasons I feel like the Saints are going to have to run that ball up the middle in order for them to generate any type of success offensively in this game. And then hopefully you can get Drew Brees on some of those short yard situations, maybe like 2nd and 3 or 3rd and 3, to throw the ball to convert on first downs. Who that WAP? What's going on?
Hey, what up, TJ? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing, man? We're talking about the game today. So what do you think about the game?
Well, it's a blessing being up and being a Saints fan. Drew Brees got it. He got it all by himself today. Look like no Michael Thomas, no Emmanuel Sanders. I hope it don't turn out like old boy was saying the last caller. I hope it don't turn out to a game where we got to just depend on Drew Brees, because I love Brees with everything, bro. But it's like sometimes when it feels like it's just him against another team by himself, it's like he struggles. And it happens all the time. We see Drew Brees struggle first half. He come out that second half, with a comeback and try to be resilient against the situation and always fall short. Right. But our problem is not really offense is what I'm worried about, because I know the Saints can run the ball, man.
Right.
I know the Saints can run the ball. I know we can get a ball to Latavius and Kamara 25, 30 times today, and which is good. It'll benefit us a lot, because looking at what the ranking is, the Bears is ranked 24th against the run. So it will make a lot of sense for Sean Payton to want to run the ball today, especially how the way Kamara ran the ball last week.
Right. Yeah, and also Latavius Murray. I think Latavius Murray had a good game as a running back last week. Very underrated, to say the least. But looking at this defense, man, what are the concerns? You watching the Saints over the past, let's just say 7 weeks, because they had to bye. But watching the Saints after 7 games, what do you see from the secondary, and what do you think that the Chicago Bears can exploit?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm disappointed with the whole defense so far. I'm disappointed with Cam Jordan. The only one I haven't been disappointed in is Demario Davis, because he actually been solid this whole time. Besides that, I can't count on any other linebacker. My pass rush hadn't been there until last week when Davenport came back. And it seemed like Marcus Williams. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I seen your video the other day, and you made a lot of valid points, man. Like I watch you a lot, and when you was talking about Marcus Williams and us getting rid of him, man, Marcus Williams, they need to put Swearinge out there. He's more of a ball hawk, man.
Right. Yeah. I think that Marcus.
Janoris Jenkins not playing like a veteran. I don't know what the hell is going on with this defense, TJ. Dennis Allen should have been left. He should have been gone. After Minnesota Miracle, he should have been gone.
Right. I think it's a lot of issues going on with this defense. I think it has a lot to do with them schematically, the way that what they're asking these young guys to do. And another thing is, I just think that these guys pay way too much attention to what's going on social media. and I think it influences the way that they actually play. You can't give a damn about what people think about you if you're going to be a football player or any type of profession of that matter, because as soon as you allow those people to get into your head, they already won. Okay, if they're living in your head rent free, then they win.
Right.
It's going to cost you.
You're right.
It's going to cost you to go out there and play outside of yourself, and that's one of the reasons why I feel like these guys are being out of position. And it's
well,
one of the
I
main
also
reasons
feel
why
like we get too comfortable. We get too comfortable doing like, okay, say we look at the schedule and they say we playing the Giants. Sometimes I feel like our team underestimate our opponents all the time.
Right.
You know, and so we go out there with the big head and thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna blow this team out, and this team ain't better than us, which we know on paper they're not better than us.
Right.
But that performance on that field, when you go out there to that field, you can't worry about anything else. You mess up on the play, you do better the next play. You know, it seemed like the Saints go out there and want to, you know, be cocky with the situation and go out there and play like buffoons, bro.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that, man. No doubt about that, man. But I got a couple people lined up, man. But I appreciate the call. Call back anytime, man.
Okay.
All right, take care. All right, man. Good call right there. Optimus Grind, what's going on, man?
What's happening, TJ?
Hey, what's happening, man? Talking about the game today. What's your thoughts on the Chicago Bears Saints game?
Well, my thoughts is I think that we can win this game. We gotta. This is the game where I think our defense just gotta go out there and let their nuts hang. Like, I feel like we gotta be aggressive, because I know we playing in, you know, outside. And like you said, the dome teams don't travel well and play good outside. But I think that kind of plays into our hands, and we can actually take advantage of that and actually flip the script.
Right.
I do think that in order for us to be successful in the run, I think that we definitely need to run the ball. But I'm going to go out here and just say I will run the ball like Khalil Mack, because that's going to get him tired and he's not going to be as effective in the pass rush. So I'm grounding and pounding his way. That's their best edge rusher.
Okay.
You know, he's a beast. So, like, I'm wearing him down, especially with the weather conditions and things like that. So I'm wearing him down, and then it's like the way they play defense, they actually give help to the other side. So I'm definitely trying to run his way.
Right.
I think Drew is going to have a decent game. He's not going to be great, but I do think when we don't have these big time receivers, but defenses don't really know how to key in on certain players, I think that helps. I would definitely like to see Jared Cook get involved early. I've been saying that all season. It's like he's been kind of like lackluster at best. I do think that, you know, sprinkling in Taysom Hill this game may do some good.
Right.
As far as the defense, I mean, I will play man all game. I'm not even gonna lie. I will play man because, like, I think that gives us the best chance to win. Marshawn Lattimore was talking about he's a man corner. He don't really do well with zones. They don't have. I think Allen Robinson is still in concussion protocol, so he's not playing.
Nah, he's gonna play. He gonna play.
He playing? Okay.
Yeah, he playing.
Well, show me what you got, Marshawn. Man up.
All right.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I think that the keys to victory, what you're talking about with cover zero, I think that's going to help them out quite a bit. The Chicago Bears don't really have world beaters, you know, at their wide receiver core. But the bad news is they don't have any world beaters at their wide receiver core, and we all know what that means. The Saints play down to their competition in the secondary. We watch these guys from week after week. If there's not a top name on the marquee, you know, the guys don't show up, you know. So this is one of those games where I feel like, you know, kind of makes me nervous because, like I said, Nick Foles is a guy that can throw the ball deep down the field. I mean, he has one of the best deep balls in the NFL. People don't give him credit for that. And his strength is the Saints' weakness. You know what I'm saying? The vulnerability of deep passes by his secondary, giving up big plays, rather than pass interference or a wide receiver looking like they're the second coming of Jerry Rice. So they definitely going to have to play much better in the secondary in order to get the victory, man. But
be aggressive and smart. I'm gonna give you my score prediction too.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think that the score probably gonna be something around 24-16. Saints.
Okay, all right, 24-16, man. You know, that's a good score right there, man. Yeah, Optimus, thank you so much, man. Call back anytime, my friend.
You got it.
All right, who that? Man, shouts out to Optimus, man. Always calling in. We got my boy Chosen right here. Chosen, what's going on, man?
What's going on, TJ? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Clear as day.
Okay.
HD phone call, right?
Hey, that's what's up, man. But yeah, man, I don't want to be too long, man. I just want to make a few points.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good take by Optimus, man. He always got some good points, man.
For real talk.
I feel what he's saying, man. I believe that was him who said we need to run that ball to more of that Khalil Mack side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And how they should do it, me personally, I feel like they need to run Latavius Murray more of that side. Being that he's 6'2", 6'3", maybe 230, 240, make him work to get him down. That screen pass with Kamara with those linebackers, especially with Mack and Hicks coming on that end, I don't think it's gonna be as effective as if we was playing these other teams. So I feel like we need to use a hell of a lot more Murray. Let Murray bully his way and then you throw in some Kamara, and Juke, and he like to slice and Reggie Bush that thing USC days,
Right.
So and another thing, man, I'm looking for our offensive line, to step up, make sure these guys they good in that run block. So I'm looking for the offensive line to do what they have to do, and on the defensive side, I'm looking for us to get a lot of pressure. I don't want them to buy into that whole hype that Nick Foles can't stay protected. I don't buy into that, because you don't want your defensive line playing lazy. Oh, well, guys, this offensive line they ain't holding up. We're going to run through them. No, man, we seen how our defensive line been playing, playing down to competition lately, man. We could be much better, with this pass and this rush defense. But I'm just looking for both of our offensive and defensive lines to have good games and stand tall. Marshawn Lattimore, keep that same energy as if he was playing a top-notch, receiver. I hope he stay motivated. Like you said, I believe he's one of the keys to victory of this game. And also, man, we in this cold. We don't know what Drew Brees. I don't think Drew Brees have played in this kind of weather since the surgery. So I think this is gonna be a testament to that. I'm going back to that. How that thumb gonna do in this cold. I want to make sure that he's okay. So you can't make this a Drew Brees game. You got to use your dogs now. Like you said, you gotta put your dogs out there. You gotta fight. Marcus Williams got to channel in. Don't do too much. Simplify things for him. Take that pressure off of him. Like you said, it's cold, man. We got to get these guys out of here. Run that ball. Let them get warmed up. And we got to go quick, and make Foles show us he the magic man everybody think he is. I would say make Foles beat us. Don't beat us. Make Foles beat us. Show us that he that man that won that Super Bowl. Make him show us he him, So I just feel like we just got to play simple. That Spurs mentality, that San Antonio Spurs mentality. It is ugly as I don't know what, TJ. You know how the Spurs played, man. But it's the basics. Tim Duncan days, it's basic, it's fundamental, but it wins games, man. We just gotta not do too much. Just play that simple game. This is gonna be one of them old school games, man. My final score, I want to say somewhere between 17 and 20. I feel like it's gonna be a Will Lutz kind of game because being that I feel like we're gonna get in the red zone, but I feel like by them being a good red zone defense, I feel like it's gonna leave a lot of points on the board. So I'm looking for Will Lutz to pretty much save the day like normal. But I know if anybody can get it done, it's him. So 17-20 Saints, low scoring game, ground and pound. I think it's gonna be a good battle, man. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, me too, man. Good take right there, Chosen. I think that this is going to be a game where the Saints going to have to control the time possession. I know people who want to see sexy and all that kind of stuff, because, people nervous about what they seeing out there in Tampa and all that. Man, I'm not buying into that, man. All I care about is them winning the football game. That's the most important thing. And it's a matter of you going out, doing what you have to do in order to win. No doubt about that. But Chosen, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the call, my brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, take care. Yeah, man. Shouts out to my boy Chosen. Always calling in, bringing that heat every time. Got my boy King Arthur right here, man. King Arthur, what's going on, my friend?
Boy, what's in with you, homie?
Man, what's happening, man? Talk about the Chicago Bears Saints game, man. Man, you was ready, man. You was the first one in the comments, man. So I'm expecting this top-notch analysis right here, man. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, let's get it out the way, bro.
Go ahead.
Somebody need to let somebody grandma in New Orleans give our defense a whole pot of filet gumbo so they can get their flavor back. You heard me? Marshawn Lattimore, you out here talking, or my man calling this, my man calling that. Boy, shut up. Show me. Period. Show me. Sean Payton, this is a 40-plus run type game. You heard me? I want to see Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray hit their head on the goalpost this game.
Right.
Period. A stat line for Drew Brees should look like something like 17 of 24 with 236 and maybe a touchdown or two.
Right.
And the running game should look like 35 plus carries, a buck 60, and 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Maybe 3. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to see Drew Brees out there throwing the ball like it's 2009 and we about to go in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Run the ball, bro. Run the ball down their throat. Right. They can't stop the run. Right. Forget the press clippings. All that celebrating and doing handshakes and stuff after one tackle and stuff, man, stop all that. Right. The Saints need to start playing every game as if they about to get eliminated from the playoffs.
Right.
From here on out. They need to play every game like that. And my last point, TJ, we need to take our pass rushers and put them in the inside. And because Nick Foles is a statue. You know that. Right. He can move it a little bit, but he's a statue overall. Right. Put them pass rushers in the middle and put pressure up and have that shit come right up have that pressure come right up the middle and force Nick Foles to panic.
Right.
Period. And lastly, we need to play disciplined football. Don't help the Chicago Bears by giving all them penalties.
Right.
You know? If we doing that and I don't think we need to play much zone myself. And me and you had a conversation on Instagram about that little clip I sent you with the two high safeties getting beat by that. It was a post and corner concept.
Yeah.
By the two receivers on the left side of the field.
Right.
That was a lose-lose, bro. Period. Like if the safety would have took the corner route, the post route was gonna be open, and vice versa.
Right.
But I think we should start playing 3 safeties high and let DJ Swearinger on the field.
Yeah.
That
that's the point I don't understand. I understand how this dude could be a healthy scratch. Like y'all not that cold defensively for you to have somebody that at least know what they're doing to be out there in civilian clothes. Like you ain't I don't know, dude. I mean, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm tripping, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, you know, they slow out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you can leave. It's not like how it is offensively, like how you had like these guys. You had Emmanuel Sanders, you had Traquan, you had Mike Thomas, and you had Marquez sitting on the bench, you know what I'm saying? A 8-catch, 75-yard game waiting to happen. It's not like that. Defensively, you don't have that type of talent. You know what I'm saying? Like you need everybody out there on the field. So if a guy can do something better than another, I mean, utilize his strengths, put him out there on the field, man. So,
hey, quick question, TJ.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know if Bennett Fowler playing?
No, Bennett Fowler is on IR, man. He had surgery. He's done. He's done for the season.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, man, he done. Yeah, they put him on IR last week. You know, so I think he had like a knee injury or something like that, man. Don't quote me on that, but it was something that called for him to get surgery and be out for the season.
Okay, if that's the case, bro, I'm expecting a big game from the tight end position. Bro, please play Adam Trotman. Let this little dude flourish, man.
Right.
This should be a tight end game. What's that? 11 personnel, TJ, when it's 2 tight ends on the field?
Mm-hmm.
It need to be a lot of that and ground and pound because you can run the ball out of that too. A lot.
Right. Yep.
But that's all I got for you, big dog. I ain't gonna hold you up. I just know I'm expecting I'm gonna go Saints 24-17, bro.
Okay, all right. It's a good score, man. Appreciate that, King Arthur, man. Enjoy the game, my friend.
Likewise, bro.
All right, take care. Man, shouts out to King Arthur, man. Always sending information, man. Always asking me questions online. And been rocking with the State of the Saints for a long time. LMAO, thank you very much for the $5. Says, what's up, TJ? We love your podcast. I have the Saints winning a low-scoring game, 19-13. Saints, who that? Okay, that's a good score right there. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's gonna be that low scoring or not, especially from what I've seen out the defense. So I don't know, man. I'm not that confident in our defense for me to feel like it can be a phone booth game. Josh and Jesus, thank you very much for the $2. Says Saints 157, the Bears 10. To say that he's a Saints fan is the understatement of the decade. But thank you very much, Josh. I appreciate that. Once again, man, congratulations to my guy Josh, man, graduating from college. Man, y'all give my boy Josh a hoot at, man, graduating from college. You know, so definitely proud of you, man, and good luck in your future. Sanchez, what's going on, man?
Man, not much, TJ. What's going on, bro?
Man, nothing much, man. Talk about this game. What you got for me?
Okay. I'm gonna put my score prediction out there.
Go ahead.
I got the Saints 24-20. And my biggest thing coming to this game, because I haven't seen the Bears play too much this year, So I don't really know what they look like. I just know they supposed to have a solid defense with Khalil Mack at the head.
Right.
That's cool. Once again, my biggest concern is the play calling. I'm listening to all the calls and I'm listening to you, and we all have the same formula. That's ground and pound. Like the last caller just said, I thought I was crazy because I was going to say $175 for 2 or 3 TDs.
No,
ground
he
and pound.
crazy. He ain't crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I just want to see if Sean Payton, as smart as he is going to pull his head out get out his own way.
Right.
And actually, all right, look at the weather. It's supposed to be a little wet out here. It might be a little snow. Come on, man. Look on ground and pound this ball. We not finna play with it. We not finna send Drew Brees out here throwing no more than 20 times for me personally. Right. If he have to. You know what I'm saying? If the running game if that can't stop us, just keep toting the jerk. And as far as the defense, I don't know, man. I don't even have any expectations. Matter of fact, I do have expectations. My expectations are I see us giving up 1 40-yard bomb and one big third down, third and long. That's what that's my expectation for this defense. And I hate to be that guy, but
I mean, hey, you're speaking the same language a lot of people be speaking, man. Like honestly, I don't think you're crazy. I don't think that you would feel funny about thinking that way. I mean, people are expecting this team like to give up big plays defensively at least once or twice a game, man. So I mean that's a fact, because I mean you've seen it all year. Like there's been at least one of these plays every single game. Like it's been a brain lapse. So no doubt about that. Give me that score one more time, man. Give me the score.
I had 24-20.
Okay, 24-20.
I see the Chicago Bears I see Nick Foles getting one big playoff. I can see it happening. And I got a quick question for you. Do we still have little Jordan Humphreys?
Yeah, he's still on the team, man. I think he was dealing with some injuries. They still had him on the practice squad, but he was dealing with some injuries. So I don't know if he's like healthy or fully healthy or not. But or the fact that, to be honest with you, man, you look at training camp, who were the people they were talking about? They were talking about Juwan Johnson. They're talking about Marquez Callaway. I mean, I didn't hear little Jordan Humphrey's name come up. So maybe those guys beat him out, but he's still on the team.
You might be right about that.
So I mean, the reason I feel like he hasn't taken the field is because those other guys beat him out. So I mean, but he's still on the team. Just probably he's not going to play today. Austin Carr and Juwan Johnson, they're going to be the two wide receivers they activated off the practice squad, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate the call, man. Like, we're having a show post game, man. If you feel like calling back in, feel free, my friend.
Man, you know I'm live.
Right,
Action 5.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, man.
Already, man.
All right,
you too, Sanchez. Yeah, man. Call back, man. Like for those familiars out there, that call in all the time. We will be having a post game show immediately following the game. Y'all know how we do it, man. We definitely gonna be talking to New Orleans Saints all day long. We're gonna go ahead to Josh here. Josh says, caught your public shout out last night. Thanks, my brother. Hey, man, we're family here on the State of the Saints podcast. So when people accomplish great things, we want to acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've started to look at y'all as, my family. You know what I mean? Y'all are familiar. So many familiar names, faces, come during a video call. So, man, I appreciate everything that you all do. And I'm happy when you accomplish great things in life. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It's about encouraging one another, That's what it's all about, man. So good luck to you. Good luck to you. Iceman T says, I want to call in. Iceman T, all right. I'm going to give you the link once again, my friend. I'm putting it down there right now, so you can feel free to call in, Iceman. In the meantime, I'll read some of these comments. Gabriel says, we definitely a family. Yeah, no doubt about that. Brian says, Carr got to do something. I thought he was somebody's family member. Austin Carr, man, I mean, I don't know, man. I just think that he's familiar with the system. Everybody likes him. So I think that's one of the main reasons why he's still with the team. And speaking of back with the team, the Saints signed Tommy Lee Lewis again for the 4th time this year. They signed back Tommy Lee Lewis. Where's Kiko Alonso? That's a good question. I didn't hear anything about him not playing today, so we might see Kiko for the first time this season on today. So be on the lookout for that. I didn't see him on the injury report. Iceman T, what's going on, my friend?
Yo, hello, can you hear me?
I definitely can hear you, man, loud and clear.
All right, my fault.
Nah,
Yeah,
you
man.
apologize. I can hear you clear. If
No,
I
I
can
thought I
hear
was
you
talking
clear.
too loud or something, man. My bad.
No doubt, man. I'm just saying, man. You sound really clear, man.
Oh, okay, all right, man. Listen, man, I'm gonna keep the conga line going, man. Run the football, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to make a point that you know what I'm saying? I think that I don't want the Saints to overlook this team, overlook the Bears, looking forward to the Buccaneers.
Right.
That's what I don't want to happen, man. I don't want them to overlook this Bears team trying to look at the Sunday night bright light game with the Buccaneers. Or
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That's the last thing because the Saints have been overlooking them teams the last couple years.
Right.
Coming off buys, they be overlooking teams. They the Falcons, they overlook the Falcons looking towards the 49ers.
Right.
They overlook the Raiders looking at Green Bay. They got a history of doing that, man. And you can't go into that field, the elements are gonna be a factor. I don't want to see Drew Brees launching the ball. Hey man, I don't understand what's wrong with running the football. That's okay, Sean Payton. Sean Payton want to live up to all of these superlatives. Oh, the savior of the Saints, the greatest offensive genius, and all. Nah, bruh. Sometimes the formula is just as simple as that.
Right.
Run the football and play good defense. Now, this secondary, man. Now, TJ, me and you have had a lot of battles about Marshawn Lattimore, bruh. That's your man's, yo.
Right.
That's your man's, yo.
Right.
I want to know. I didn't count on the secondary playing bad and the pass rush being questionable.
Right.
Now I'm gonna leave on this note, and I'm gonna leave you with two questions.
Right.
How do you feel about Marshawn Lattimore? And you made a video earlier saying that don't sleep on the Saints pass rush. I want to know, do you still have that same, that same energy that you had earlier about the Saints pass rush, or has it changed with what you've seen in the last couple of weeks, man? Thanks for taking my call, man.
No problem, man. Thank you guys, man. T. Far as the same energy involved Marshawn Lattimore, I definitely don't have the same energy on that. And like I said, man, I mean, I'm not a guy that just sits up here, just stands here and be like, oh, I'm right all the time. Like I just go by my gut. I see what I see, and I just give you all my honest opinion about it. Marshawn Lattimore has regressed. I still have a lot of confidence in him. You know what I'm saying? I still believe in him because he's young. It's not like he's been in the league 10, 12 years and stinking it up. So I just feel like he has not lived up to the expectations. The expectations I thought that he should, and definitely he should be at a different stage of his career. Coming into the league as defensive rookie of the year and all that kind of stuff. But as far as the Saints pass rush is concerned, I think the Saints pass rush is the best thing on this team. You know what I'm saying? Like their front four is the bright spot of this team. Rather it be for them stopping and run, them getting pressure on quarterbacks, I think that's the best element of this defense. I just think that I just think that they're missing one more pass rusher. I feel like they don't get home enough for me. I just think that if they will actually be one of those teams that can get a consistent pass rush on a quarterback, it can disrupt this timing and, that can make the secondary look better. But when guys can be back there, sometimes they'll get pressure. Sometimes the guy can sit back there and knit a sweater before he actually throw the ball down the field. I think that the inconsistency causes us to really zoom in on the secondary. I mean, the NFL is built different. Back in the days, if you didn't have a good pass rush, you still had the cornerbacks and the safeties that can beat up on wide receivers. You don't have that in today's NFL, right? Because all the rules are designed for the offense, right? You can't touch the quarterback. You can't hit a defenseless receiver. You can't, grab a guy a certain way and all that kind of stuff. So you got to have complementary football when it comes to the defense. You got to have a pass rush to disrupt the timing of the quarterback, and it causes the secondary in order for them to, create havoc and, turnovers, forced fumbles or what have you. So, and when it comes to the secondary, you got to be able to hold your guy for like 3 seconds for the pass rush to get to the quarterback. So I think the front four of the Saints is the bright spot of this team. I mean, they have not allowed a 100-yard rusher in a very long time in this league. So that's a testament to how good they actually are. I do think they have a good pass rush, but it's not consistent enough for me. I mean, I was looking at the Carolina Panthers game last week. I mean, they could not get to Teddy Bridgewater to save their lives. They got to him when it mattered most at the end of the game. They were chasing him around. They were causing, they was causing him to get off his spot later in the game, probably the last 5 minutes of the game, but it wasn't consistent throughout the game. I didn't see flashes. I didn't see guys, hitting a quarterback. I didn't see offensive linemen picking their quarterback up off the ground. I didn't see that. I seen Teddy Bridgewater with a clean jersey, until about 3 minutes left into a game. So they got to consistently try to get that pass rush. That's why me personally, I'm an advocate. I know people are talking about cornerbacks and safeties and stuff like that, and we need help with that. No, I think the Saints need another pass rush. I think the Saints need to try to see if the Houston Texans will be willing to give up J.J. Watt. That's what I feel. I think they need to call up the football team and see if they were willing to give up Ryan Kerrigan, somebody like that. The Saints need somebody that can consistently get pressure on the quarterback, a guy that maybe can demand a double team like a J.J. Watt, that can allow the other guys on the front four to get free. Davenport, I feel like he can wreak a little bit havoc. I'm saying I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. Cam Jordan, I don't know what the hell going on with him. Trey Hendrickson, we know that what he's been doing all season. But I just feel like the Saints need somebody that can demand that double team, like a J.J. Watt, like a Ryan Kerrigan, where other guys can actually take advantage of their matchups and get pressure on the quarterback consistently, because this secondary is not good enough for the Saints front four not to get home. And, they're going to get exposed, especially like if, the guy holding the ball for 5 to 6 seconds, I'm saying, he can pick his poison after that. I'm saying, he can throw it to anybody he wants to. TJ Energy about Lattimore. I done deflated. Thank you very much for the $2. Man, like I said, man, I mean, I hear people like all the time, when I say something and I'm wrong about it. Oh, you wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't sit up here. I'm not, I'm not a person that's beyond any criticism or beyond, doing or saying things wrong. I don't have a problem with that. If I'm wrong about something, I don't mind coming back saying that I'm wrong. See, that's the problem with society today. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all want to be the most correct person in the room, and society has basically made us feel like if a person is wrong about one or two things, then they automatically lose credibility. I don't feel that way, like, I just think that that's just a part of life. People talk about the world of taking L's and stuff like that, like we're designed now. It's like when a person loses, it's like that automatically makes them a loser. No, it just means that you lost that particular day. That just means that you're wrong that particular time. I don't feel no way about it. I thought that Marshawn Lattimore is a really good corner. I still feel like he's a really good corner. He hasn't been playing like a really good corner, but I still have confidence in the guy. And I don't think I'm ever going to stop having confidence in this dude. You know what I'm saying? I just think that he's a really good player. I just think that he's not consistent enough, to show everybody. And I think that's what really gets on our nerves as Saints fans. The Bears, thank you very much for the $2. Says, don't be overlooking us, punks. Yeah, the Bears. Thank you very much. I look, Iceman T hit the nail on the head. You can't be looking towards your next opponent and trying to figure out, okay, how we gonna beat them, and you still gotta go up against the other team. So I just think that the Saints need to focus on the Chicago Bears and the keys to victory on today, because the Bears are not a team that you can just look past. TJ's attitude about being wrong. Thank you very much for the $2. I ain't afraid to show myself. Thank you very much. TJ's attitude about being wrong. Yeah, I definitely don't have a problem with being wrong. I don't. I just think that's what it's all about, right? We do these shows. We give our opinions. Some people like wait in the background, get mad, and they can't wait to tell me how wrong I am, which I appreciate, what I'm saying? Because if you're telling me how wrong I am, that means you're watching the show. So I still appreciate it. CJ Williams says, I think Marshawn is still an elite talent at corner. He can only do his assignment, though. Teams are attacking the slots and our safeties. CJ, yeah. But at the same time, Marshawn, you know, he can't be giving up big plays like he did with Mike Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the best on the best. Justin Herbert, it was no surprise that Justin Herbert was going to throw that ball up late in the fourth quarter to Mike Williams. It was like the best on the best. I mean, everybody in the booth, Brian Greasy, you know what I'm saying? Like, who was that? Jeremy, I can't think of the guy, Mark Levy, I think. You know what I'm saying? I think he was actually calling the game. Everybody was like, okay, man, this ball is going to Mike Williams. It's the best on the best. Man on man. You can't let that guy get that ball, okay? I mean, he saved himself at the end of the game by tackling Mike Williams short of the line to gain, but when you're calling yourself the best, when you're saying that you're the elite of the elite, when you say that you are the creme de la creme, you can't give up passes like that. And, you know, I don't go past, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at it like what other people say. Like, some people think that the definition of a shutdown corner is to never have a pass caught on you. That's not what a shutdown corner is. It is like, for more times than not, if they throw your way, then the person that they're throwing to is not going to catch the ball. That, like, anybody that just think that a shutdown corner is a guy that all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, nobody catch no passes on him at all, I think that you're missing the definition of a shutdown corner. You know, a shutdown corner is a guy, more times than not, you're not going to allow that guy to get a pass. Now, he is a really good corner, but for me to say that he's actually a shutdown corner right now, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can shut a guy down one week, and then the next week, a guy's going out there looking like he the best thing since sliced toast bread. You know, like, you can't play like that. But like I said, man, I still got confidence in Marshawn Lattimore. Y'all keep on talking about me all you want to, but I still got confidence in the guy. I still think that he's the best corner that the Saints has ever had. You know what I'm saying? As far as like his coverage skills, his ability to possibly be a Richard Sherman, Jalen Ramsey type cornerback, I feel like he has the best, you know, the best chances of doing it. You know, so that's just my opinion. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I continue to feel that way until he just goes out there and just, I mean, channels his inner Jason David. Big plays. Thank you very much for the $2. Says Marshawn be giving us up this year. Yeah, he definitely be doing that now. I'm not gonna lie to you on that one. He definitely be giving up some big plays, to say the least. Toxic Ghost Man says, do we know if Khalil is ruled out? No, he's not ruled out. He didn't practice this week. He's questionable as of right now. Game time decision. Him along with Cordell Patterson, I think they're both game time decisions. Eddie Jackson, who is also questionable, he's going to most likely play, and Allen Robinson is going to play, being out of concussion protocol. Ray says, anybody else eat chili and bread when it comes to eating hot dogs? I think everybody done that, you know, and especially the people that don't have hot dog buns, you know what I'm saying? Like, you already know what it is, you know. If you ain't got no hot dog buns, you go right there and get that sunbeam bread off the top of that refrigerator, you know, and make it happen, you know. The truth hurts. Thank you very much for calling in, man. What you got for me?
Hey, good morning, TJ. How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Hey, yeah, I'm good. First off, once again, I want to say, love the show. Me and my family, we both love your work, love what you do.
Thank you, man.
And yeah, we've been having these conversations. I actually, this game really don't put no fear in me like that. I mean, I respect Chi-Town's defense, but I think, especially by us being underhanded on offense, like all our bullets is not in our gun on offense, like especially with MT and Emmanuel Sanders being out. I think, well, we should be running the football anyway, even if we should treat this game like if they was playing. We should just, you know, run the ball, not have Drew back there throwing the ball like 40, 45 times. I think if we, you know, we just stick with we put together a good game plan, like a clock management game plan, and just run the ball. And if the defense can get, you know, some pressure, our front four can get some pressure on Foles, and the secondary not be like Thursday night trash tonight, I think we should be okay. I think we should improve that record to 5-2 and get ready for Tampa. Tampa Bay, as certain people call him. But like the big dog, Iceman's, he was saying, we can't look forward to next week against Tampa Bay. We just got to go out to Chi-Town and handle our business there. And I think we should be okay. I think we should actually win this game. I'm the LMAO guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think we should. I got us winning a low scoring game, like 19-13. I think we'll maybe get a touchdown or two, and then get and Will clutch, as you say. I think we should. I think we should be okay today.
Yeah, me too, man. I just think that if they just follow the script, man, don't try to be too sexy, too cute. I think they can get this victory, man. I'm more concerned about the victory. I don't care about style points. This ain't the BCS. This ain't college football. Like a win is a win. You gotta win it any way that you can right now. Having these type of limitations, so that's the way the Saints got to look at it, man. But hey, man, I appreciate the truth hurts, man. Thank you for your donation, also, man, and call back anytime, my friend.
Yeah, I will. Y'all have a good day. Who that?
Who that? We're gonna move on. We got Philip Williams right here. Philly, what's going on, man?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What you got for us?
Man, I feel like right now this is the most important game. We have to win this game, because even if we lose this game next week, even if we beat Tampa Bay, we're still gonna be second place in the division. So we have to win this game. Doesn't matter how we win it, as long as we win it. The defense have to step up big time. Not just the running game. We know the running game is solid. But it's just the passing game we got to worry about. I mean, our safeties, it seems like when Marcus Williams make a mistake, the game go left. I'm not sure if you ever paid attention to that. When a play happens on Marcus Williams, the game go left. It seems like teams get momentum and it's all making plays everywhere. But I feel, man, I'm not worried about the offense right now. It's more so just the defense. I mean, I know our offense can maintain, we can manage the clock, we can run the ball. But the defense have to step up. If you let Nick Foles and this Bears offense throw all over us, man, it's gonna look bad down the road for us. Because they have the worst passing offense in the league right now, or second to worst passing offense.
I think they up there, and I know they got one of the worst run defenses in football. So I mean, they have a lot of issues in Chicago, man. But
no, we can't take them lightly, though. I can't say that. We cannot.
I don't buy into, like, I don't look at analytics. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at analytics. I don't think they play like a huge role. Even me saying that they're a good red zone defense. I mean, sometimes it's about who you're playing, and you know what I'm saying, who you up against. Like I wonder, like, what's the team that you're playing against? Just their offensive efficiency. Maybe it's dead last or something like that. Sometimes those numbers don't always tell the story. So, I mean, I don't look past anybody. The Chicago Bears are capable. You 5-2 for a reason, man.
Especially that defense, man. Our defense going to have to match their defense. I don't think it's going to be a really high-scoring game. It might be some – I predicted it to be at least 2017 or 2014, around that. I don't think it's going to be a really high offense scoring because, as a matter of fact, we down 3 wide receivers. We only have Traquan Smith, Harris. I mean, that's really the only 2 receivers I see right now that we got that's really going to make plays for us. Besides the tight ends, we're going to need Jared Cook to step up. It seemed like he made maybe 1 or 2 plays a game. But he's not like he did last year when he started hitting the road towards the end of the season.
Yeah, he definitely a playmaker, though. Like when his name called, it's a big play. It's going to be a 60-yard touchdown. It's going to be an incredible one-handed catch. It's going to be something. I can't knock him too much, because when they do call his number, it's a big play, man. It's a play that gets you out of your seats, no doubt about it. Jared Cook reminds me a lot of Shannon Sharp. Like, really, like the way that he plays, like. He's not a guy that's like a real good blocker. I mean, he's a decent blocker at tight end, but he reminds me so much of Shannon Sharp to it's ridiculous. He probably the closest thing to Shannon Sharp I've seen since Shannon. You know what I'm saying? So,
but nobody really talk about him though like that.
No, they don't. They don't, because you look at people like Kittle, you look at people like Zach Ertz. These guys are blocking tight ends that have the capability of going yard too. So, I mean, I guess you can throw Travis Kelce in that type of category too. But
for sure.
I think that, when they think about some of these tight ends, they think about those tough Rob Gronkowski type tight ends. Those are the ones that they feel are true tight ends. I don't think they look at Jared, but they should, Because I mean, all he does is be productive and make plays.
Right. And I think so also, man, like everybody was saying, we need to run the ball. Drew Brees will throw a ball at least 20 times minimum. That's the most he should throw.
Right.
At least 20 to 24 times. Not throwing all over the field, especially when you don't got all your wide receivers.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, man. I mean, running the football is going to be a key, Phil, in order for them to win this game.
Right.
Or give me that score one more time, man, for the Who Dat Nation. I know you mentioned it, but one more time.
Well, I'm gonna say because I say at least 20 to 2 or 3 weeks now.
That's true.
So he need to get back in the end zone again and let Murray run that rock.
Yeah.
Minimize the passing attempt, especially when it's gonna be cold. I mean, I played college ball in Minnesota for a few years, and that cold weather, when it get cold, when it's 30 below, it ain't no joke. That ball feel like a rock.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt about that, man. Shouts out to them Golden Gophers out there, man.
Man.
and shouts out to everybody out there, you know what I'm saying, in the Midwest. I know we got some Chicago Bears fans watching the show right now. So shouts out to y'all, man. Good luck today. And Phil, thank you for the call, my friend.
I appreciate you, man. You have a good day, bro.
You too, man. Take care. Yeah, shouts out to Phil, man, out there in Minnesota, man. Playing for Minnesota, playing for them Gophers. Yeah, I like Minnesota, man. It seemed like a pretty chill place, man. I mean, I know they had like some issues. We don't want to get into that, but I just think that Minnesota is a really good state, man. Everybody I've ever met from there has always been a cool, chill person, man. No doubt about that. And also, man, they classy, to say the least, man. I mean, you remember, I'm pretty sure everybody remember the divisional round. The Saints end up losing that game last second. People going into the locker room, and they said Thomas Morstead, who was out there with broken ribs, went back out there so the Vikings could kick a field goal, and the state of Minnesota gave him like a key to the city or something like that, man. Acknowledge him somehow. So that just shows you how classy that place is. And I know we don't like Minnesota from a football standpoint, but it just shows you how classy they are, man. Let me see. Jamal says, TJ, don't wish Bears fans good luck. Why not, man? Just because I wish them good luck don't mean I want them to win. Yeah, I mean, that's just the way that I feel about it, I mean, I don't want them to win, of course. My big brother EJ says Saints found 28 points from 2 Bears turnovers and win 27-20. I haven't told anybody. I've been taking calls. I've been just hearing your perspective on the game, but I'm going to go ahead and let you all know what I feel like my keys to victory are for the Saints. Number one is going to be running the football, controlling the time of possession. Last week, the New Orleans Saints held the ball longer than the Carolina Panthers. They held the ball for 9 minutes. And the reason why we didn't know that the Saints controlled the time of possession is because the defense wasn't doing a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Teddy Bridgewater was still able to get the ball up the field, and he was still able to make plays. The Saints, if you look at the statistics, if you didn't watch the game, if you were just at work and you didn't watch the Saints game, and you looked at like the time of possession, you looked at some of the plays, you would think that the Saints blew out the Carolina Panthers. The Saints need to control the time of possession. That's number one. They do that by running the football, making sure that Drew Brees possibly, if they need to get a first down, let's say it's 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. If you want to throw the ball, then fine, whatever. Use Drew Brees in that regard. Set up the play action, be able to, move the ball down the field, but not consistently throwing the ball. Okay, it's going to be cold. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little damp out there on that field as well because of the cold conditions. So you're not probably going to be able to drop back and throw the ball all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if Drew Brees ain't out there with a glove on today. But running the ball is going to be key. Control the time of possession is another. Do I feel like it's going to be something that the Saints need to do? And this is something that we probably don't pay attention to. It's going to be special teams, man. The X factor in this game to me is Deontay Harris. Deontay Harris is the X factor in this game. If you look at some of the games that the Saints have played against, special team has played a very huge role in the Saints actually winning games. You go back to the Los Angeles Chargers game. I don't think people really took into account how flipping the field with Marquez Callaway, how much that benefited the team. If you go back to week 1, Deontay Harris, you didn't see how good Deontay Harris was flipping the field, giving the Saints short fields to deal with. Today, I feel like Deontay Harris is going to be that guy that is the X factor. Him being able to return punts, putting the Saints in good field position, Last year, he actually returned a punt for a touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. JT Gray blocked the punt. So the same special teams is going to have to play a role with flipping the field and giving Drew Brees as well as the offense a short field to work with. And that's not to say that they're going to be able to score every time, but it's also going to give them an opportunity to actually set up for Will Lutz field goals. That's going to be very, very important. Also, the defense, disciplined defense is another key to victory. You got to be able to play disciplined defense, because this isn't like one of those games against the Detroit Lions where you fell behind the 8-ball 14-0 and you think that you're going to be able to come back. The Chicago Bears defense is stout. They're aggressive. And if you're playing behind an 8-ball against these guys, they can just pin their ears back and come right after Drew Brees, and you're not going to win the football game. You're going to get absolutely destroyed. You got to stay ahead of the chains. You got to stay ahead of the curve. The Saints have to go out here defensively. They got to be able to force 3-and-outs. They got to be able to put pressure on Nick Foles. They're going to have to disrupt this timing. They're going to have to play man-to-man coverage. They're going to have to jam these wide receivers. They can't let these wide receivers go out here and look like the second coming, once again, of Jerry Rice, Chris Carter, Tim Brown, Randy Moss, or what have you. They have to go out here and allow these guys to beat them, okay? You shouldn't allow them to beat, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't beat yourself by going out here being undisciplined. It is time for the New Orleans Saints to answer the bell. It is time for them to become more disciplined, because I'm getting a little nervous, Who Dat Nation. I'm getting a little bit nervous that this is going to be the narrative year in, year out, day out when it comes to a Dennis Allen defense. These guys have to have better communication, and they got to stop looking at themselves to go out here playing Superman, but then eventually you're just being the team's kryptonite, because you're going out here trying to make a play thinking, okay, they told me to go this way, but I see the offense going this way, so I'm going to go that way, and you mess around and get beat. Playing disciplined football is the key, okay? Not taking it upon yourself, not being, what was Nick Cannon name on Drumline? You know what I'm saying? Like, not being that guy, right? Not just thinking that you are the band, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just hear you. You're the one that's going to make people move, make people dance. I think his name was Devin Miles, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the Devin Miles of the defense. You can't be the is-all and the be-all. You can't be the David Ruffin of the defense, okay? You can't just take it on yourself and say, it's me and it's everybody else. It's not David Ruffin in the Temptation. It's not Marcus Williams in the Saints defense. It's not Lattimore in the Saints defense. Do your freaking job. That is what's important. And I feel like the Saints, if they do their job, if Dennis Allen simplifies the defense, if guys can just be aggressive, but at the same time, not giving up big plays. If Malcolm Jenkins, you know what I'm saying, can actually cover Jimmy Graham if he's actually playing today, then I think that the Saints can win this football game. I think it's going to be a game where the Saints actually get to 27 points. I think the Saints are going to win by a score of 27-16. I think that the Saints are going to win this football game, but I think it's going to be a huge part with Deontay Harris flipping the field. And I think it's going to be a few Will Lutz field goals, okay? I think this is going to be one of those Will Lutz special teams players of the week type games. And another X factor I feel like is going to be beneficial to the Saints' success is going to be Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is going to be an X factor in this game, the way that the Saints actually use him. I think that the Saints are going to try to use him in multiple ways. Last time when the Saints actually played the Chicago Bears, Taysom Hill was limited because Teddy Bridgewater was out there and he was serving as their number 2 quarterback. He had a few plays out there on the field, but I think that the Saints are going to use Taysom Hill in a variety of ways today. And I think that the Saints can get that victory of 27-16 over the Chicago Bears. Let's see. Let's go. Who that says 17-9 Saints win. My prediction score. Alan Lazard went stupid on Marshawn. Absolutely. And that's why I said it's always those unheralded guys that they be making plays on. When the Julios come to town, when the Mike Evans come to town, all of a sudden you stepping up. But you got to have that same energy, man. You got to have that same energy when Alan Lazard comes to town, or Brandon Edwards comes to town, or Allen Robinson comes to town. No disrespect to Allen Robinson, but I mean, people don't consider him as an elite receiver. He's a really good receiver, but you gotta be able to step up. Latavius needs 15 carries at a minimum. Yeah, I think he need between 12 to 15. I think maybe he had 14 last week, if I'm not mistaken. So as long as he stays like around that area, I think he should be fine. TJ, I hate to be that guy, but I see Nick Foles looking like a Hall of Famer against the secondary. Wouldn't surprise me if Nick Foles has a really good game. Like I said, one of Nick Foles' strengths is the defensive weakness. It's the ability to throw the ball down the field. That has been the Achilles heel of the New Orleans Saints all season long. It's rather it's going to be pass interference, holding, or it's going to be a big play. And it's been that way all season long. So as a Saints fan, I mean, why wouldn't you expect him to wouldn't be able to throw the ball down the field? EJ says this is a run the football game for the Saints. If they come out throwing all over the place, they will have turnovers and lose. Yep, I agree with that. But I don't think that they're going to be throwing the ball all over the place in this game. The weather is not going to permit them from doing it. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to do it. Lattimore plays like the stock market. That's true. You know, up and down, inconsistent. But he's only hurting himself at the end because he's in a contract year. So you're actually, you know, causing yourself to lose some cheddar. So that's on him. Where is the rookie tight end for the Saints? Charles, that's a good question. I only seen Drew Brees throw the ball to him one time, and he threw it at his feet. That was last game. I don't know if the Saints just have confidence in this guy, but I think that this guy could be a good red zone threat, and I'm very disappointed at the way Sean Payton has not used Adam Troutman. I mean, and if he's on the field, then he's good enough for you to actually implement him in the offense. So I can't understand that. Who that Warlord says tight end Cook needs to step up and open things for Kamara so these linebackers don't just hover around Kamara all game. Yeah, but like I said, with Jared Cook, I mean, he doesn't give you 8-9 catches a game. But like I said, when he does catch the ball, it's always a big play. So I can't knock Jared for that. Okay. If he wasn't out there producing at all, then I would have a problem. But I mean, he make plays, man. You know, I mean, like I said, I just feel like he the closest thing to Shannon Sharp I've seen. He reminds me a lot of Shannon Sharp. Like Shannon Sharp went out there catching the ball 14 times a game. But when you put the ball in Shannon Sharp hand, good things happen. Is Jack Rabbit playing in this game? Yeah, he playing. He played last week. But he played so well, people didn't think he played. And I think that we need to give that man some credit. Okay, we criticize the secondary players when they do bad, but he shut down that field, man. So shouts out to the Jackrabbit. Who that Warlord says number 7 Hill earns the new big contract today in Chi-Town. I hope so. Where is RJ Swearinger? You talking about DJ Swearinger? I don't know. I would hope that they actually have him in this game. I would hope. DJ has been a healthy scratch. Horrible. Like I said, y'all ain't got enough horses in a barn for y'all to have anybody with some decent talent sitting on the sidelines. That's their fault, though. Marcus Davenport, 2+ sacks today. Well, I hope you're right. Hope you're right, who that Warlord. Brian James. Is that the Road Dog? I'm just Road Dog Jesse James. Real name is Brian James, but if all my wrestling fans out there, says the key to this game will come down to our coach and play calling. This game called for a steady running game and ball control. No Breeze throwing over 25 times. That's a good point right there. You know, no throwing the ball 25 times. I can attest to that. I think that the Saints don't need to throw the ball all over the place. Thank you, Brian James, the Road Dog, Jesse James right there. Shouts out to Brian James. Ken says DJ will hit you. We need him in the lineup. Sanchez says, "Oh, you didn't know? Bam, 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 bam. Yours better call somebody." Shouts out to Brian James, man. Ray says, "What food do y'all eat during the game?" And mostly I eat like some chicken wings or something like that. Nachos, stuff like that. That's what I eat. Breeze can't throw more than 40 yards. Well, we don't need him to throw 40 yards today. You know, just need him to be able to control the ball, you know what I'm saying? Get the ball where it needs to be. My prediction is going to be 21-10. What about you, TJ? I said 27-16. Good luck in my taking voice. Good luck. Charles says gumbo today, Ray. Let me see. LMAO says, I don't really see our secondary looking like Thursday night trash this evening against a mediocre Bears offense. I don't know, man. I don't buy into what other people be selling. I just don't. I just think that you go up, you play in between those lines, and some things that you may think are not going to happen, they end up happening. Megan says, where are you from? I am from New Orleans, born and raised. I was born and raised in New Orleans. Stayed in New Orleans till I was 19, left after Hurricane Katrina. But I am New Orleans through and through. That is my hometown. I bleed black and gold. You know what I'm saying? And I love my hometown, no doubt about that. I'm about as New Orleans as a high size your own friends dress. I'm about as New Orleans as a second line on Sunday. I'm about New Orleans as 1825 Tulane. You know what I'm saying? I'm about as New Orleans as I say, and Frankie and Johnny. You get the best in front of you with no problem. Okay. I'm about as New Orleans as let them have. You know? Yeah, man. So yeah. EJ says I'm going home and make a sandwich before the game. Shouts out to my brother EJ out there making fish yesterday. That boy was on a fish mission. We on the phone. He on there trying to buy some fish. He got some shrimp at the house. So shouts out to my big brother EJ, putting that grease to that heat. You know what I'm saying? Man. Charles says, I think that was the name of the mascot, the dog Gumbo. Yeah, it is. It is. It is the name of the mascot. Saints win equals a good week. Space Ghost says Breeze arm strength hold the team back. I think that some of the explosive plays they can possibly have if he had a strong arm, yes, but for me to say that he hold the team back after what I've seen over the last couple of games when they basically been depleted at the receiver position, I can't have I can't have that same energy. I just can't, man. After what I've seen, the Saints would, to me, I think the Saints would probably be 2-5, or you know what I'm saying. They'll be like 2-5 if it was any other quarterback after playing under those conditions. I'm just being real. Who that, TJ and fam? Toddy says, see the special man. Let him have it with no problem. I'm thinking this is Cam Jordan showing up game. I hope so. About as New Orleans as potato salad in the gumbo. Man. Hi from Dallas, but I'm a who that, man. What's going on, man? Hey, I lived out in Dallas for a couple years, man. Lived in Addison. You know, I stayed in Addison and I stayed in Carrollton, man. So shouts out to everybody that's out there in Dallas, man, off Beltline, taking that 635, taking that 35. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I took all those, man. I even took the tollway and didn't pay, you know what I'm saying? Didn't pay for them tickets, you know what I'm saying? Sped right through it. When they mail me that toll fee, I did not pay it. You know, I didn't. I'm sorry. That was young TJ, very irresponsible. Ray says EJ sent some Louisiana hospitality cooked catfish to Arizona. Yeah, man. My brother EJ, I'm still waiting on them hot sauces, man. I mean, I know dry ice don't cost that much out there in Walmart, man. Where that do? Where that do? Do you think Allen Robinson will outplay Marshawn? I don't think so. I don't think he will. TJ, so New Orleans like Elmer's and a big shot. Yeah, man, yeah. Elmer Chiwis and a big shot pineapple. You know what I'm saying? I'm about as New Orleans as that. You don't get no New Orleans than that, in my opinion. I'm New Orleans like Celebration Station. You know what I'm saying? Too many damn toes in Dallas. Yes. Way too many. Way too many. And that's why they didn't get a dime from me. Get Jawan Johnson involved. He's something special. Yeah, man. I'm looking to see that guy actually play. I seen him on the field one play. He was out there running a wide receiver screen. And I looked at that. I'm like, that dude is huge, man. That's a big dude. I didn't realize how large he was. Like, he flashed, man. Like, that's a big guy. Like he's a physically imposing dude. For even watching him on TV. We need this win today. Yeah, we definitely do. You know, for all my people out there that's talking about Tampa, you know, if they lose today, I mean, that game against Tampa is irrelevant. Do we resign Marcus Williams? Hells to the no. No, we do not. And I didn't feel like the Saints were going to sign him anyway. I mean, this is just validating it, in my opinion. Marcus Williams is damaged goods. But I hate to say it, folks, but watch he go to another team with better defensive coaching and watch he end up being a beast. And we're going to be mad as hell. Watch him go to somewhere like Seattle or something like that and go out there and be beast. And we're going to be mad. About as New Orleans as Swagman and a bus ticket. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't get no New Orleans than that either, you know. Soul Train fashions on shelf. You know what I'm saying? Like getting a pair of fresh Dickies from Soul Train Fashions. That's New Orleans right there, man. New Orleans like going to Kmart over there in Gentilly. Yeah, that's New Orleans right there, folks. Since we killing time, man, give me some more New Orleans examples. So New Orleans like what? What are you so New Orleans like? The celebration station, they closed it down and made it a daycare. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew that off there off Veterans, but I'm just saying, man, celebration station was out there, definitely was one of those places everybody wanted to go. And when it was time for the field trips to go there, man, bro, it was like the happiest day of your life right there. They're in Lafayette Park for some apparent reason, which Lafayette Park didn't have a damn thing. Like it was just some wide open fields, but everybody used to have like their class picnic out there. Hopefully CD Deuce can have a big game today. He played well against the Bears last year. Yeah. And he definitely need a bounce back game after how he played last week. That was a horrible game. Like that's probably his worst game as a pro. Billy Joe Hobart and Billy Joe Talbot. What you know about that? What do I know about that? Please. We didn't had a whole worst quarterbacks in Saints history, and both of those guys' names were on the list. So we definitely know a little something about Billy Joe Hobart and Billy Joe Tolliver, man. Trash, by the way. Jawan Johnson is 6'4", 230. Yeah, that guy is huge, man. I seen that dude. I'm like, man, that's a big dude. And he was out there only one play. So New Orleans getting my liquor at. Po boys from Spiders. Oh man, Spiders over there by Gregory. Yeah, man. Shouts out to Spiders, man. My mom, she used to go out there, she used to go to like the little credit union that was like right up the street. You know what I'm saying? We used to stop at Spiders and stuff like that, man. But Spiders over there by Gregory. Yeah, so shouts out to them, man. So New Orleans getting my liquor at. As a kid, loved the Causeway. As an adult, might as well go Twin Span. TJ, Chi-Chi's was my spot. K&B, yes, sir. Yeah, K&B, man, the old drugstore right there, man. Definitely. TJ, back in the day, who did you like better? No Limit or Cash Money? I like them both, but I like No Limit more. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a No Limit fan. It was because of my uncles. Shouts out to my uncles Isaac and Jerry. Those guys used to skip school, and yeah, I can snitch on y'all now. We grown. They used to skip school, man, to go to Peaches. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all know what Peaches at. Used to go to Peaches, man, to buy those No Limit CDs. So I'm a No Limit fan at heart because of them. My big brother Sam, man, shouts out to Sam, man. He used to be a huge Cash Money fan, so he used to always buy like all the Cash Money CDs. So I mean, I have appreciation for them both, but if I had to pick one, it'll have to be No Limit, man, because of my uncles. I looked up to them so much as a kid, so definitely I would say No Limit. New Orleans, best place to eat in the USA. Yeah, man, they got some good spots, but I feel bad for tourists because they always tell y'all about the Emeralds and they always tell y'all about the, Cafe Du Mas and stuff like that, but y'all not getting no real food, man. You know what I'm saying? The real food is in them cracks and them holes in the walls and at them like corner stores. They got the best food. Like y'all just be eating all that fancy stuff. They put a couple little leaves on y'all plate. Y'all think y'all eating right. Nah, bruh. You got to go to places like Spiders. You got to go to places like Magnolia. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to go to places like that. You got to go to Circle Food Store. You got to go to places like that, man. You ain't eating. If you eating out there in the French quarters, man, like, oh man, they just charging y'all for feng shui around that mug. You know what I'm saying? Like go to some of these cracks, Cajun seafood on Claiborne. That's the good eating right there. Anybody that's from New Orleans already know that. Anybody from New Orleans know that if you in the French Quarters, you ain't in the best place to eat no food. Straight up. I'm sorry, folks. It is what it is. You know, the corner stores had the best food. They serve the best po' boys. Facts. New Orleans like K&B and the Beanie Weenie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You don't get no New Orleans than that. So New Orleans as the lakefront in the 80s and 90s off the chain. Yeah, man. And definitely the lakefront on Sunday, man. Shouts out to my cousin, man, DJ. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Darren, man. After church, we used to go out to the lakefront every Sunday, man. We used to ride bikes out there. You know what I'm saying? Stop at the Dale Champs. You know what I'm saying? That was out there. So yeah, man. There was some good times right there. So New Orleans, like the Plaza Mall in the East. Yes, we hit that part of the show where we just reminiscing about New Orleans, folks. I mean, if you love the Saints, you know what I'm saying, New Orleans, it coincides with the team. So I do apologize that we took a little break from the football, but it is what it is. Like Kraus Clothing Store. Yeah, man, Mr. Bingo hanging out the window during Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so New Orleans like 1825. Too late. As about as New Orleans as Baller Block it and about it. Classic. Hey man, my grandfather was in Baller Block it. EJ can tell you, man, I'm not lying. My grandfather was in Baller Block it. Well, his truck was in Baller Blocking. There was a scene where they were actually walking on the neutral ground, and you can see my grandpa's truck just flying into the background. I guess he was coming from doing a job. My grandfather was a carpenter. And you can see a truck as clear as day in the background. It was a red truck, man. So yeah, my grandfather was featured in Baller Block and he made a cameo. That was funny. Like that was so unexpected. Like when you first see Baller Block and all of a sudden you just see my grandpa's truck just fly past the screen. The best po' boys, thank you very much for the $2. Says we in the corner stores. Definitely. I'm telling y'all, anybody that's around here listening to the State of the Saints podcast, Saints fans, haven't visited New Orleans, trust me, man. If you going out there to the French Quarter, like they just serving y'all feng shui out there. They telling y'all eating the best. Y'all not, man. Y'all not. Yeah, you got to go to the corner stores. You got to go to the corner stores, folks. Nothing but fire records. 4 or 5 Dumos. Rest in peace, 6 Ward Pook. Yeah, man. Shouts out to all the, you know what I'm saying, man. A lot of fallen soldiers out there. Soldier Slim. You know what I'm saying? That's always going to be a New Orleans favorite right there. No doubt about that. So New Orleans, like Wiener's department stores. Yeah, man. Shouts out to Wagner's. You know what I'm saying? Wagner's with one of the greatest slogans in history. UK beat, Wagner's beat. Shouts out to Wagner's, man, with the greatest slogan of all time. He ain't lying, y'all. So New Orleans as a 12 yams of Christmas. Yeah, man. 12. It's a 12 yaks of Christmas Eve. But yeah, man, you know what we talk about. Let's see. New Orleans like them old red, white, and blue drinks. Yeah. Christmas in the Oaks. My aunt used to stay right next to Mark Ingram his rookie year. She now works in the Superdome. Hey, I actually have a fun story, man. I actually have a fun story. My grandmother was actually, she would take my grandfather to lunch to his job. Like I said, my grandfather was a carpenter. So my grandmother, who worked overnight, every afternoon, most of the time, she used to bring my grandfather lunch. And he was actually working on his house. And you see, like, the house next to him, they had these 3 kids in the yard, you know what I'm saying, jumping on a trampoline. And it turns out those 3 kids were Cooper Manning, Eli Manning, and Peyton Manning were actually at the house. So my grandfather was working on a house right next door to the Manning brothers when they were kids. I mean, I was really young, and this story is actually being told to me by my older uncle, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my grandmother actually dropped off some food, and my grandfather was working next to the house with the Manning boys, which I didn't have an appreciation for that at the time, but looking back at it now, I'm like, damn. No Limit Soldiers. Y'all have They say y'all lie for biatches and blunts, but we live for weed and money. No limit soldiers. I thought I told you, man. Thank you very much for the $5. Derek says them drinks be pretty good in New Orleans, though. Yeah, that is true, man. Big Shot. You ever go to New Orleans, always grab yourself a Big Shot pineapple, man. So New Orleans like red beans and hot sauce. Yeah, that's definitely New Orleans right there. Red Runner, by the way. I mean, Blue Runner red beans. So New Orleans, ironically, like he don't have to just mention Blue Runner red beans, a pig lip, and bunny bread. Yeah, man, bunny bread right off there off shelf. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I actually went on a field trip to bunny bread. Like that goes to show you what the school system actually thought about us, right? Why would you bring young kids, young youth on a field trip to the bunny bread factory? Or are you just telling us, hey, man, y'all going to eventually work here one day? So go ahead and just see what you guys are going to be up against. Why the hell would they send us to the bunny bread factory for a field trip? I mean, that was a slap in the face right there. You know, you didn't expect us to do nothing else but be on a bread assembly line. Thank you very much, New Orleans public school system. I think we rose above that. For all my people that graduated from New Orleans public school system, we rose above the bread factory. No disrespect to anybody working at the bread factory, but I just think that's I mean, come on, man. We have dreams bigger than working at the bread factory. No Limit Soldiers, once again, for the $2. Danger! Get on the floor! Right here! So New Orleans, like, you on the radio with your boy Wild Wayne. Hey, you, what's the name? You're on the radio with your boy Wild Wayne. The 9 o'clock props is on. Tell me where you calling from. Couldn't tell them boys they weren't gonna be the next we're gonna be the next Tupac. No Limit Soldiers, I'll remember those songs. Beignets in the French quarters. Let's see. Don't go too far down Chef, though. Hey, man, don't go down Chef, period. You know, yeah, you at the front of Chef, man. Look, you're gonna get more than you bargained for. You know, yeah, the hot 888. Yeah, man, we taking y'all back with this, man. For all my people not from New Orleans, like what they talking about? Hey, man, we giving y'all some bonus coverage. Not only did we just break down the Saints Chicago Bears game, we telling y'all about the hot spots in New Orleans, man. So New Orleans, like Super Sunday, Q93, 9 o'clock props. Yes, sir. 9 o'clock props with Wild Wayne, man, a whole legend out there. Not a half a legend, a whole legend. I remember like when in 5th grade, Wild Wayne came to my elementary school and people acting like Jesus Christ was out there or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like acting like P showed up. Everybody, Wild Wayne. I think about it now, being a radio personality, like I don't know, man. Like it wasn't really that big of a deal. But I guess, you know, being a kid, you know, you're so, you know, impressed, you know, somebody being on the air. But I think it was I know it had to make him feel pretty good. It's always like good when you see people out in the street and they recognize your voice or they recognize you. It make you feel good, man. No doubt about that. But I'm like, I mean, being in radio now, I'm like, he wasn't nobody. High Rise, now they got the Social Shakedown. Okay, yeah, the show Social Shakedown is who's the host in that right now? I'm pretty sure the DJ's probably changed up. Even though I know Uptown Angela is still on the air, and I know Wild Wayne, I think he's working in a producer role. I don't know if he's still on the air. And I remember like AD Barry and stuff like that during that time. So New Orleans like WWL TV Channel 4. So New Orleans like Channel 38, 26, and 12. Yeah, man. Shouts out to my boy Larry Everidge. You know what I'm saying? One of the producers over at WWL. Went to school with my big brother EJ out there at Dillard. Graduated from Dillard too, man. Been working for WWL for like 14 years, man. So, man, shouts out to him. And yeah, man, Fox 38, WGNO, PBS Channel 12. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. So New Orleans, like Patton Highsider. Yeah, don't get no New Orleans than that. Speaking of Patton Highsider, man, we need to link up, man. Need to send your boy a care package out here to Myrtle Beach. Okay, DJ Manny Fresh. Yeah, DJ Rowe. Who the DJ? You know DJ Rowe. DJ Papa. Okay, I didn't know him. let's see, Captain Charles. That made me think about Papa Seafood right there. Papa Seafood out there of North Galvez. So New Orleans like Frank Davis and Morgus. Yeah, man. Frank Davis, man. The legendary Frank Davis, one of the people that inspired me to do radio was Frank Davis. Frank Davis, Jim Henderson. Those are my heroes right there, man. Man, Frank Davis, I don't see how he did it, man. Frank Davis would go 8 hours live on the radio on Saturdays. Like, dude, like how you do that, man? You know, you would think that your vocal cords would be stripped. Jesus. But yeah, man, shouts out to Frank Davis. Definitely doing it big, man. But yeah, man, but back to the game, man. Some people that I want to see show up in this game. We got to see Davenport show up in this game. Davenport has shown flashes over the last couple weeks, but we need him to be a little bit more disruptive. Trey Hendrickson, he started off pretty hot. He kind of been lukewarm lately. And Cam Jordan, man, it's time for you to show up, man. You are the captain of this defense. You are the captain. You need to show up and show out in this game, man. They need to get pressure on the quarterback or make it a rough day for Nick Foles. Make sure that Nick Foles doesn't have enough time in the pocket to read through his progressions. And I know we haven't been talking about the Bears running game. You know, Tariq Cohen, he's out for the year. I think he tore his Achilles. Montgomery, I mean, he's a pretty good running back. But the Chicago Bears running game has struggled. So the Saints are going to have to make these guys one-dimensional. Shut down the running game. Don't buy into the press clippings. Everybody been talking about the Chicago Bears been lacking in the running game. Go in there, shut that down, and then try to get pressure on Nick Foles. That's what you do. That's what you definitely got to do. I'm looking at the defensive line, and I'm also I'm wondering if Kiko Alonso will play in this game. Man, I didn't see him on the injury list. I didn't see him mentioned, at all. So I don't know if he's going to play in this game or not. Let's see, 5 big name players. The New Orleans. Okay, this is talking about somebody being traded. But I don't see anything about Kiko Alonso actually playing in this game. So hopefully, no news is good news. He actually get an opportunity to play in this game. So I'm looking forward to that. No doubt about that. But thank y'all very much for tuning in to the State of the Saints podcast. Had a good time, man. Enjoyed talking about the Saints, reminiscing, taking trips down memory lane in New Orleans. And thank you all so much for your time. There will be a short halftime report during the halftime. So be on the lookout for that. And also the post-game show immediately following the Saints versus Chicago Bears game. But in the meantime, subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, search The State of the Saints Podcast. Also, facebook.com, search The State of the Saints Podcast. Previous episodes available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Anchor FM. You all enjoy the game, enjoy your Sunday, and like always, all I got to say is